All right, and our next movie for our 31 Nights of Horror is Stephen King's It. The original version came out early 90s, late 80s, whenever it was. And I don't like clowns. Not a big fan of clowns. I used to be a fan of Ronald McDonald and Bozo and Krusty. But well, actually, it was Killer Clowns from Outer Space that changed the game for me. But then It made it worse. Made it worse. You. That's the thing about Stephen King, and I'm gonna say this: his movies, the reason why it makes them scary, why they're so scary, he goes after children too. Children are not spared. Some of them may be, but they're not. They'll get it too. And there were no surprises about that because you saw it firsthand at the beginning of It. Poor Georgie. Everything floats down here. Poor Georgie. Georgie didn't stand a chance. That's why it's very important you don't talk to strangers. Just because they give you your name, that doesn't mean you know them. You don't talk to those strangers. I tell my children, stay away from clowns. Stay away from people that you do not know. I don't care if they tell you their names. Stay away from them. This movie here is that scene. Like when I watched that scene, that's like what the first. How long was that scene? About first 5 minutes of the movie. This movie here is two parts, so I think it's a total of like 3 hours or 4 hours long. That scene resonates with me through the whole movie, so much to the point where it's like I can't appreciate certain other scenes in the movie because I'm still thinking about that beginning scene. It made a very lasting impression of me. And I think that's a very, very great thing to do as a filmmaker is that you make a scene that's so impactfully powerful, the opening scene, to the point where it's like, okay, let's say if the rest of the movie is bad, but they're still stuck on that first scene and they haven't realized how good or bad the other part is because they're still stuck of what happened. They're still processing that. It reminds me of watching the first Scream movie. I wasn't expecting Drew Barrymore to die, and especially not like that. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Those of you who know, you know. But I'm like, goddamn, Drew Barrymore? This is Drew freaking Barrymore, dude. She's a star, A-list star, bro. What? I'm looking forward to seeing Drew Barrymore all up in this movie, man. And she have her turn into the next Scream Queen. But hey, we got Nev Campbell, so I'm not mad at that at all, man. It's like it almost reminds me of a situation you out with Joe Montana, but you get Steve Young. Except, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So but God, poor Georgie, man. But throughout the movie, Stephen King he hunts these kids. I mean, Pennywise, he hunts these children. He hunts them. He feeds off their fears. And we see at the by the toward the ending of the first chapter that they thought they defeated him. But they knew eventually he'll come back. That's why they made that pact. Whenever he returns, we return here. So it kind of reminds me of, Jeepers Creepers reminds me of that, how he returns every 23rd spring. But you never know when it is going to return, you know? But I don't know. This is just my oldest. He wants to watch this movie. I can't. Like, well, he's starting to get to the age where it's like I think he's old enough to watch it. He wants to be Pennywise. It's Halloween, but I'm like, how you gonna beat something and you haven't watched it yet? You just see the mask. You don't know the story. And maybe he can handle it. Maybe he can't. But man, I don't even know if my folks was even aware that I saw that movie. This movie came on ABC. I don't remember who I was watching it with. I just remember watching the movie. And then watching that scene, when I think about it, it doesn't even matter who I was watching it with. I'm not going to remember because I was so caught up in that scene. I don't even know if I went to school the next couple of days. Remember, I made A's and B's. If I had a C or an F that day, it's probably because of that. It's probably because of that, man. Like, goddamn. Everything floats down here, Georgie. Yeah, no. But that's one of the most creepiest, the most scariest scenes ever. It is. I don't care what you say. Ever. Ever. Ever, man. That Georgie shouldn't have been out there by himself, man. Where are the parents? But maybe he snuck out. I don't know. We all go outside and play as kids, but dang, man. Dang. But yeah, that scene there, man. But the group of kids that's in this movie, you know, when I watch movies like The Goonies or another Stephen King movie, Stand by Me, or even now, you have Stranger Things. You know, it reminds me of this. I saw the first chapter. I saw chapter one of the most recent It movie. I haven't saw the second one yet. I'm gonna have to watch that. But anyways, share your thoughts. Let me know what do y'all think about It. Hate it, love it. Did you like it? Dislike it? Let me know. Hey, you like movies? You like sports? That means you like my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Snooty Gang Podcast. Peace out.